Guys, stay tuned after this review for a very special announcement. Well, welcome to another edition of Bluray Movie...
Paul, wait a second.
What?
I was just wondering, what is Auro Technologies?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Simon. What is Auro Technologies? Who are they? Where do they come from? And why are they not just so important to the cinematic experience, but also to your home theater experience? Well, we're going to find out and answer all your questions in this special edition of Bluray Movie Junkies.
Thank you.
First off, I know I'm going to get this name wrong, so bear with me here, and I apologize if I did get your name wrong. But let's start off with a little history of Auro Technologies. So founders Wilfred and Guy Van Balen, again I hope I pronounced your name correctly. So they started Auro Technologies back in 1980 when they built their first studio with their mission to not just create a new sound mastering system, but to create the best, highest achievement in audio technology. And they have done just that. And now we're going to fast forward to 2006 when they introduced their first 3D audio technology. Now, first of all, you may ask yourselves, what's the big deal with 3D audio anyways? Why is it important not to just cinemas, but also to our home theater system? Well, the thing is that 3D audio provides ways for the sound engineer not just to direct sound that's in front of you, but also what's above you, what's on the side of you, in a height and width dimension. And what that does is that it builds a true, realistic, immersive surround sound experience, not just for movies, but for music, for concerts, and the digital formats. So instead of the traditional 5.1 or 7.1 formats, you can now go up to 13.1 channels. Think of that! 13.1 channels. 13... Whoa. Exactly. Like take this for example, Jurassic Park. And it has fantastic T-Rex scene where it's all done in the rain. Now in the normal 5.1, 7.1 format, you hear what's in front of you and behind you with the surround speakers. But imagine if you were sitting watching Jurassic Park and you heard the rain coming down from above you, and you really felt as if you were in this rainstorm that they were experiencing in the movie. And what about that infamous lamb leg sequence that plops on the car? Imagine as if you were there in the car looking up, experiencing the exact same thing where the lamb leg falls on top of you. What an awesome experience that would be. You really would feel like you're there. So to put simply, 3D audio, it takes each individual sound element from the sound recording of the movie and it places it in its own individual speaker. That way you get a tremendous amount of channel separation and again realism in the sound recording.
So every single speaker has its own individual sound.
That's correct.
Wow.
Awesome. Now Auro Technology was gracious enough to send us these demo discs. This is a 2014 demo disc and it includes some movie trailers and some movie clips that were mastered in Auro 11.1 3D audio. And to give us more than just film sound, they also sent us this, it's a concert, again mastered in Auro 11.1 3D technology. And I gotta tell, we were very impressed by this demo disc. It had like 5 or 6 different trailers and a couple of clips from different movies. It completely immersed us in what we were seeing going on the screen. It was actually in 2012 where they released a first theatrical feature mastered in Auro 3D technology, and that is with George Lucas's failed attempt at Red Tails. It's not a very good movie, but it had amazing action sequences during the dogfight sequences. The audio master on this completely blew us away. You not only heard the jets going by us and flying by us, but you also heard the bullets go whizzing by our ears. We had to duck and get out of the way because we were afraid we were going to get hit. That's how realistic the sound was. Okay, that might be a little exaggeration, but I was just amazed of how immersive the audio was with this movie. It actually made the movie better. Not only did you just hear the fighter jets that were in front of you and that was leaving from behind you, you actually heard it go from the right level ground speaker up to the height speakers, and then just fly around you. It was just a completely immersive experience, and it sounded very realistic. Now, very recently, Auro 11.1 3D audio has started becoming a new standard, a new stamp in cinema. And you have recent movie hits such as San Andreas, Everest, new James Bond movie Spectre, which is really the first movie that I saw in the theater with Aurora 11.1 3D audio. And again, I gotta tell you that it was just very immersive. The sound effects sound so realistic. It was just an amazing experience in the theater. The second movie I saw was The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2. Again, I was even more blown away by the sound master on this. Now, the theater in our area just started showing movies in Aura 11.1 3D technology. Spectre was the first movie they showed. The second movie was Mockingjay Part 2. And again, it just sounds so realistic. I was just completely impressed by the sound master and the quality. Everything was so clear. It was just amazing. It really brought you more into the movie. Other movies that they came out recently that was mastered in Aura 11.1 was Sicario, American Ultra, and the list just goes on and on. Now again, with these demo discs that were provided. However, at home I have a 5.1 DTS True Dolby Digital True HD receiver, and don't worry about if you ever get a Blu-ray that is in Aura 11.1 3D technology, it will still work. What it does is the receiver will remix the sound signals to work with your DTS HD or Dolby True Digital HD receiver, and it still sounds amazing. I was actually more impressed by Aurora Technology's sound audio rather than Dolby sound. Now, what I mean by that is that it just sounded more crisper. It sounded cleaner. It sounded more smooth, if that makes sense. It just had it seemed to just have a wider range of audio. The channel separation just sounded a little bit more clearer and more channel separation. Now, again, I'm not putting down Dolby. I love Dolby. And again, I have a Dolby receiver in my home theater. Now, what's the difference between Dolby Digital 3D and Aura Technology 3D? I honestly have not compared the two yet, but my friend has a Dolby Digital DTS 3D receiver, and I put the Aura Technology disc in there, and still, it remixed the signal, and it gave a 3D height and depth feel of the sound. So you still got the height and the width. So that was kind of one issue I had with this is, can I still watch an Aura 3D technology Blu-ray with my Dolby Digital receiver? And the answer is yes, you can, without a doubt. Now, I'm sure that if you have an Aura 3D receiver, it's going to sound way better, but still, you still get the same effect, and it still works fine, and it still sounds amazing. However, I did find a downside with Aura Technology, and that is that I was not able to find any Aura Technology mastered Blu-ray discs in the States. I contacted them and they gave me a link, which I'm going to share with you guys in the description down below, of where you can buy and find Aura mastered Blu-rays. I went to the link and I looked, and it also had a link for Amazon, and they only seem to be selling these in Europe for now. I was told that they will be coming to America soon, so I'm very excited for that. As for region-free discs, I'm not sure if they are or if they aren't. I still need to do some research on that. But still, I'm very excited this technology is finally getting into theaters, and it's becoming more and more popular and the standard sound for Hollywood. So many movies are being released by Hollywood in this Sound Master. For a full list of movies that are coming into cinema, again, I provide you guys with a link down below in my description that you guys can follow, and I have an entire list of movies that were produced with the Soundmaster and movies that are coming out soon in cinemas. If you don't have a theater in your area that plays it, definitely try to find one that you can go to experience this. You guys will not forget this experience. As for you home theater enthusiasts, yeah, it looks like we are going to be waiting a little bit longer to get Aura Master discs, at least in the States, and to get a full Aura 11.1 3D receiver. Now, I did find some receivers that were for sale online, but check out the prices. Yeah, they're pretty expensive, but I'm sure as this technology grows and grows and becomes more popular, the prices are going to go down, just like our DTS receivers start going way down. I'm sure Auro Technologies, their receivers will be going down as well. If you have a chance in any way to see a demo in a high standard home theater room, definitely take that up. Definitely go and check that out. We were just blown away by how immersive and how detailed and how awesome the masters were. This is the future of cinematic sound. Auro 3D technology. Now I want to hear from you. What is your home theater setup like? What does it consist of? Let us know down below. Alright guys, so at the top of this video I said that I'm going to be giving a special announcement, and this is it. We have partnered up with Cementary Studios to provide you guys with more videos and more different video segments. One segment is going to include a history of film classic movies, which means that we are going to pick weekly a different classic movie that is a cinema classic, and we are going to talk about, what happened during production, what happened during pre-production, or was there any actors that were causing problems on the set? What about studios interfering with the movie, directors leaving, writers leaving, chaos just ensuing everywhere? So that's a new video segment that we're very excited about and adding to our channel. Another video segment that we are going to be introducing is hosted by Simon, and it's going to be our movie soundtrack vault. What this means is that he's going to be reviewing movie soundtrack scores, not inspired by the movie soundtracks or rock and roll soundtracks from the movie, but actual orchestra scores from the famous composers such as John Williams, Alan Silvestri, James Horner, the list goes on. And so watch out for that. Those video segments, we're going to be, again, he's going to be reviewing movie soundtrack scores. Another video segment that we are going to be producing was actually suggested by a friend of ours on Instagram, and that is what we're going to be calling mock celebrity interviews. If you're not sure exactly what that means, definitely check it out this week. It's going to be up by the end of the week. And I want to give a shout out to our Instagram buddy for suggesting this. Definitely check out her Instagram page. It's a fantastic movie fan page. We hope that you enjoyed this special edition of Bluray Movie Junkies. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for these new video segments that will be coming up. Don't miss on all the fun. And help us spread the word so we can boost up our subscribers so we can continue bringing you guys these videos on YouTube. As always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the future.